Hey, do you guys want to bus up right into Loki episode 5?
Oh yeah,
dude, let's do it.
Okay. Loki episode 5.
Good shit.
good shit. I watched it so long ago. Now that I think about it, but it's
coming off of episode 4, I couldn't wait.
Oh, me neither. Right
I wait until Friday. That's the best I could do.
Yeah, and you know what? It is confirmed that I can say that I was bored.
Really?
I was bored for the most of the episode again until about the last 20 minutes. But that first like half, I was like, come on, what's happening? I don't know, man. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch the series when it's concluded.
Also, yes.
But as of right now, it's landing at like a 3 out of 5.
Really?
I'm just not pulled in.
I'm
People are thinking this is the best one. People are saying this is one of the best or the best.
I am pulled in at the cliffhanger of the castle that we got a glimpse of at the end because I think I know who's in there. But
say who do you think?
It's Kang the Conqueror.
Yes, that's what I think too.
I think so.
That's gonna be fucking awesome.
It's either Kang the Conqueror, but I've also seen this other theory out there that it is another Loki that would honestly
that would be set up quite well. Yeah.
That is kind of like, I forget what the theory said, but basically Loki, there's like another version of Loki in the comics that is like the Grandmaster Loki, the one that pulls all the strings, something like that. I don't know that. How much of a doozy would it be that like this whole series Loki's trying to chase the person that founded the TVA, but it was really him all along.
That would just be so Loki.
That seems like the most likely circumstance, especially if they set it up with this penultimate episode having just nothing but Lokis in it.
Sure. I was a big fan of Alligator Loki.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sign me up for more Alligator Loki content.
Fan favorite. I like Boy Loki, King Loki, whatever. I don't know. The one who killed Thor. I thought that was funny that like just sort of everyone gave him props for doing what they couldn't do, what they all wanted to.
Yep. Also just realized that I forgot to mention Clifford the Big Red Dog trailer.
I thought we were tastefully skipping that.
Because but you know what? We can tastefully say that it doesn't look great.
Yep. Okay.
Anyways,
back to Loki.
That was
That's all the amount of time that we need to spend on that movie.
Perfect.
Yep. So I can't remember the name of kind of like the chicken that's sort of de facto in charge at the TVA, sort of like screwing over Sylvie. That wasn't surprising, but I can't figure out if she's actually like in charge there and knows, or if her kind of feigning ignorance is all part of her act. I would imagine so.
I agree.
Yeah. Also, in regards to the giant smoke monster that they fought.
Oh God, that thing was.
While I do subscribe to the theory that we just mentioned about there being another Loki that's pulling the strings, there is a lot of evidence that Kang could be the person, considering that gas monster is directly tied to Kang in the comics.
Plus, this is going to connect the Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's what another big theory is.
Yeah. Apparently, because there's also another theory out there, because there's a glimpse moment in the episode where you see Yellow Jacket's helmet from Ant-Man. And the theory is that maybe when he got vaporized or whatever in Ant-Man, that he got teleported to this realm.
Possible.
Because I just saw something the other day that it was rumored that Peyton or whatever his name is rumored to be reprising his role as Yellow Jacket in Ant-Man 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's called Quantum Mania, I assume they're exploring all aspects of the universe. A lot of movies this phase discussing the multiverse,
which is awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking after watching Black Widow. Rachel and I were talking, and it's like there's like two very distinct like tracks. There's like the human spy, like Falcon Winter Soldier, Black Widow track, and then there's just super high concept, all magic, all like multiverse like track. Yeah. So sort of when they bring them back together, that'll be interesting for just like the big team up events of this phase.
Oh yeah,
I wonder what it'll be.
Yeah, I wonder how. I imagine they'll do it good.
I don't think Kang is going to be in it, but I don't think he's going to be the biggest and baddest.
What? Of
Kang.
the big team up movie? I'm still subscribing to the idea of Doctor Doom being the next big
that would be
baddie.
freaking awesome.
Especially that now they have the Fantastic Four rights, but that's too far away now, I think, in my head. So maybe they'll do Kang. Maybe he'll be the next Loki, where he kind of appears from movie to movie.
Mm-hmm. Well, and even Loki was kind of seemingly the big bad. I mean, you could he was the face of the big bad in like the first Avengers.
That is true.
So,
he was phase 1's.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the later half of the episode, but the first half, like with all the different Lokis, I thought it was cool, but like I wasn't like glued to the TV. I was kind of like, whoa. I wasn't like, whoa. I was like that the later half of the episode.
Yeah.
When they were taking on the smoke demon, which is also named Alaya.
Yes.
Terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this episode was still kind of like, I'm not going to say like intentionally set up to be a letdown, but almost intentionally set up to be slower just so they can raise the stakes.
Yeah.
Again, for the finale, they can't just have it be at the great peak that episode 4 was, and just sort of ride that out to the end, because that's half the series.
Which also brings to mind that we have one episode left.
Yeah,
and I feel like there's still a lot they have to do.
But wait, remember, like every single one of these series, like didn't they reveal like
that's
didn't
what
they
we
say
said.
that something big, like not like I forgot what the guy Russo or whatever, he tweeted that like nothing huge is going to happen in the shows.
Yeah.
Like something that's going to change the movies heavily, I think he said. So like we may not even see Kang. It might just be that Loki theory that you guys said. That kind of makes sense as a Loki, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've also heard theories that like Mobius this whole time is up to something, which
that would honestly be cool.
Which would kind of sting, but like I could see it too.
I'd like, yeah.
You know what I'd say if that turned out to be true?
Wow. Yeah,
I was bad the whole time.
Wow, I really got you. Huh? I
tricked the trickster.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I think you might be right about. I think that the signs of and like all the nerdum in the show are too heavily pointing to Kang for it to actually be Kang. But just like all the signs in WandaVision all pointed to Mephisto, but never happened.
Exactly. So that's going to happen again, I think.
Well, but would it not be the most Loki thing in the world to have him just be kind of the figurehead and then Kang actually be in charge, but him just having like a low-key fall guy?
Yeah. Like we could have Loki being the main villain or whatever, but then like after credit scenes, see something very similar to the first Avengers movie where Loki goes and reports to Thanos.
Yep.
And you almost do something dramatic where a door opens and like Kang is standing there. It'd be pretty tight, man. It'd be really badass.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. I mean, I almost don't hope for that because like you said, it'd be exactly the same of what they just did. So
yeah,
we'll see.
So we'll see. What else? What'd you think, Tanner? Haven't really given you a chance to really speak up.
I liked it. It was good. I mean, yeah, the middle, a little stagnant. You were right, but it picked up really well, and I'm excited for the next one.
I really liked old Loki.
Yeah.
He was
badass.
Richard Grant, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was powerful.
A
Yeah.
lot of people coming up with theories as well as he being too big of an actor to be in one episode of the show and then be written away. Like, what if he's secretly the villain?
I see that as kind of like Catherine Hahn in WandaVision. Not necessarily just in the show, but they'll like call on him for like a movie appearance as well, sort of like that.
Yeah.
Because he's, a distinguished, super solid actor. So they'll want to
I got to present to you guys another theory I just remembered.
Okay.
I want to get your thoughts on this. See the likelihood of this being real. So at the beginning of Endgame, No, not Endgame. Infinity War, we see Thanos choke out Loki.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Completely kills him, snaps his neck, essentially.
No more resurrections.
No more resurrections. Old Loki has a line in this episode. I didn't catch it when I watched it, but I saw it on TikTok afterwards. Somebody replayed it, and I was like, holy shit. So old Loki makes a reference, and he says, at one point, I even, like someone brings up Thanos or something, and he says, yeah, I out-tricked the Mad Titan. And so there's a theory that says, what if the Loki that Thanos choked out was a fake, and Loki actually survived being choked out by Thanos?
I believe it.
And didn't actually die.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Because he's always got a backup plan. Because he's still Loki. Like even though he was turning good at the beginning of that and like, trying to help, he still is Loki.
That's like the tragedy of it. He was finally a redeemed character, and he was like struck down. I think that sort of like completes that arc. I think it undercuts a lot of the emotion that goes into the Infinity Wars Endgame. Two movie series, duology, I guess. I agree.
Yeah, no, he's right.
I think it takes away from that scene.
You're right.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it, but I wouldn't like it either if that turned out to be the case.
Yeah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't take that emotional scene away. I don't think.
We're at episode 5. Tomorrow we're watching episode 6. Where does this lie on the Disney Plus shows for you right now? Between WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, where is it at?
Number 2.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's WandaVision, Loki, Falcon, Winter Soldier for me.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Gotcha. I'm still at WandaVision, Falcon, and then Loki. If this last episode can do some wonders, I don't know. I really enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I don't know.
I really liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I liked it too.
Looking back on it, like kind of not fast forwarding, but sneak peek to the last segment of the episode when I was ranking the MCU. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, I really enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like looking back on it, it like stuck with me for a while too. I just really liked it.
I liked a lot about it too. I think there's just sort of more theory crafting and stuff to think about with WandaVision and Loki that I think it is just sort of more interesting, just sort of more there as we've sort of like watched through it. And watching back through, I very well could, like, now that I know like the whole story and I'm just kind of rewatching it, I could see Falcon and Winter Soldier kind of rising in rewatch.
Kind of also what you said earlier about how there's 2 lanes of like what phase 4 is doing. Like WandaVision and Loki have been fun in terms of like theory, whereas Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a more grounded, like mature, like real world scenario.
Right.
Whereas these other shows are just kind of fun and nerdy and weird.
Yeah.
A lot that they can do. So you sort of never really know what to expect. And I think that's probably, where the separation in my mind is with putting those 2 above Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Well, cool. That's where we are in Loki episode 5.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be at you with Loki episode 6, our thoughts and discussion. You'll hear that next week. Speaking of next week, like I said, we might not have an episode on Monday, a full-length episode. However, I think we will be able to meet briefly and record maybe a 15, 20-minute seggy on just our thoughts of the finale of Loki, just so that we're not 2 weeks behind on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We'll probably air that same time a regular episode will drop, so just be on the lookout for our thoughts on the finale of Loki and where the MCU goes forward from here.